G'day everyone, Rita Joyan here, and I wanted to really record a quick video for you because I find that when I speak with you via video, a lot of people take it more, I guess they understand it better because I'm communicating it to you verbally rather than reading it. So I wanted to do a series of videos simply on giving you hints and tips on how to find what you love and monetize it. And so the first tip that I want to give you guys is for those of you who are looking to really evolve their passion, find their passion, and I'll get to how to monetize it in a second. But for those of you who are looking to evolve your passion, here's what I'd recommend. Last week we spoke about, making a list of what you don't want to do because that will then give you, an understanding of what you do want to do. Here's a question that I usually tell students. When students come to me, and when I give talks, I recently gave a talk at a conference called She Conference here in Canberra, Australia. And I'm talking to a large group of ladies who have been in the corporate world for a long time, everyone from accountants to HR professionals, to you name it. They were in the room, IT gurus, in the room listening to a talk that I was doing for this particular conference. And at the end of the talk, two ladies came up to me, and two young ladies who said they were at university studying law, but they weren't passionate about it. They were only studying law because, in their words, it was a means to an end. And the other lady said to me, because, well, she got the marks. And she said, because I received the marks, I thought I owed it to myself to go and at least pursue something as hard to get into like law. And so here's the advice that I gave to them. And I find that this advice, regardless of where you are in terms of your working life, whether you're just starting out, whether you're still at uni, whether you've been in the corporate for 10, 20, 30 years, here's the question. When we first worked and started out in the industrial mode of living, the question that begged at us was, well, what do I want to be? Do I want to be an electrician? Do I want to be a scientist? Do I want to be a carpenter? What do I want to be? It was all about self-centered, right? It was self-centric. There's nothing wrong with that because we've got to be something to contribute. But here's the difference. The world has evolved. And because it's evolved, to just be something is not enough. Because what people are really yearning for is a capability and ability to contribute outside themselves. What can I do to help the world? What can I do to make a difference in addition to what I'm doing? And sometimes people think, well, what I'm doing, I'm not helping anyone, especially myself because I don't like what I'm doing. So how can I find what I love to do and make a difference? So if that speaks to you, here's my answer to that. Here's my advice, my suggestion. Instead of asking, what do I want to do? What do I want to be? Because it's all about you, and it's just after you become that particular person, well, then you have to go and do the work, and that just becomes the hard part. The question you want to be asking is, what problem do I want to solve? What problem do I want to solve? Now, don't take that question lightly, guys, because in that, it's such a loaded question, because if you can answer that, you'll be able to sustain something that you love to do. You'll be able to contribute to something that it matters to you. It makes a difference to you. And here's why. When I usually ask that question to people, what problem do you want to solve? They go, I don't know. I mean, what problem can I solve? It's a heavy duty question. So it's not one that you can probably pop out the answer straight away. It's one that you want to think about, because it's not about you anymore. It's something outside of you, which makes it more juicy, which just by the question, it makes it more delicious to go after, more challenging. So what you want to do, as what I suggested to these girls who asked me, is find out what problem you want to solve. Now go study the solution to that problem. Suddenly now you have meaning, you have contribution, you have something that you love, you're making it. You have everything that your soul needs to feel that you're making a difference and making a sustainable earning a sustainable income in your world, in your life? So that's my question to you. Now, when I asked myself that question, it was an unconscious question that I asked myself. But when I was looking to branch out and start my own business, the question that I was asking is, how can I make a difference? What can I do that's of benefit? And the problem that I saw in the world that my world was that people were in a job that they did not like, they did not love. They were there because they had to pay the lousy bills. That's really all it was. And it was there a means to an end to wait for annual leave, wait for 5:30, wait. And then in their spare time, do what they loved or what they enjoyed. So the problem that I wanted to address is, how do you marry something? How do you marry what you love to do and earn an income from? That became a question that I needed to work out for myself, and that now I teach. How do you find what you love and to go and monetize it? And there are people all over the world doing it. I mean, the Monetize Your Mission Summit, that's people doing it. But because we've come from an industrial society where we're conditioned to think this is the path, you know, go to school, get a good mark, go to a good university, get a good degree, then get a good job. Well, that good job wasn't so good because we're asking for more. Is it selfish? I don't think so, because the whole purpose of life is to grow and contribute. That's the purpose of life. What I believe is the purpose of life is to grow and to contribute. And if you're stagnant, then you're regressing, because if you're stagnant, nothing in the world stands still. Nothing in the world stands still. And if it does, it goes backwards. So my invitation to you is to look at what problem can you solve? And look around you. And it doesn't have to be some huge thing, but something that you want to work out for yourself, just like I did. I just wanted to work out, how do I take what I love and be able to monetize it? And then once I was able to do that, find a way through speaking, generating clients, growing my business, I wanted to be able to teach people that. So how can I help others who want to know what they're good at and monetize it? So if you're in a position where that becomes too much of an overloaded question, and if you're in a position where you're looking to really find that avenue of growing your business, because a lot of you have asked me questions, how do I get more clients? How do I grow my business? How do I give value to my voice and be able to speak about what I do? And my answer to you is, if you were on the webinar with me, we talked about how to make an offer, right? How to actually talk about the results that are possible from working with you. If you've passed that, you want to look at, how do you connect with people? So when you're connecting with people, you want to talk about your story. Remember, this is about generating clients, inspiring a transformation, inspiring action. Your story plays a huge role with it when you begin your talk. Why the people who are listening to you, why would they be listening? You want to address the people who is going to be relevant to the story and to the work that you do. Should be listening to what you're doing? Why should someone be listening to your talk? You want to look at exactly what are you going to be talking about when you start an opening of a talk. What are the things that you're going to talk? What's the transformation? What are you going to give to the audience in one word or one sentence? And then fifth, you want to look at, well, how are you going to be? If you're the kind of person that's shy about speaking, well, you want to consider, well, how do I have to talk about in terms of the benefit to my clients? So if you're an accountant, for instance, and you're getting up and talking about how people can save 30% off their tax every year, then you want to make mention of that. You want to get up and say, hi, listen, I don't speak often. I sit behind a desk, but if I can show you how to save 30% of your tax every year, would that be beneficial for you? In other words, what's the benefit to the audience if you feel that you lack anything in a certain way? You want to make it known. In business, when you're talking about speaking in business, it's the most authentic way to speak about what you do, because it's just raw. This is who I am. This is the real deal. It's as real as it gets. I'm in the flesh. I'm there. I'm speaking. And it's the most beautiful way to build rapport and connection with your market, because you're there, right? I mean, people are in the world where we've got social media and Facebook and Snapchat and Twitter and Instagram and the works, people are craving connection, which is why People constantly look at their emails and their Facebooks because they want connection. And when you get up and speak about what you do, not through information, but in the terms of a service-based talk, talking about inspiring action in your audience, that's when the transformation is made. So those are the 5 things that I want you to look at if you're looking to generate leads, clients, and sales when you open your presentation or you open your talk to invite people in your world about what you do and the solution you can offer. So here's my invitation to you guys. If you're having trouble and you would like some hand-holding, if you'd like me to assist you on how to find your dream job, how to monetize your business, your idea, your expertise, if that's where you're at, then my invitation to you, we've still got a few more selected spots available for a one-to-one chat with me, a strategy session on how to do exactly that, how to find your dream job, or if you're in the position to grow your business, how to generate clients and sales through service-based talk. And I can show you how to do that and the steps that are required to enable you to get to the dream job or generating growth and clients for your business. So all you've got to do is on this page, in this email, you have access to the link. Simply book a time. We will chat and I'll give you the next steps on the 3 things of what you need to do, a plan in place so that you can either jump on board to your dream job and find what it is, or talk about how you can take your work, flesh it out, sculpt it so that we give value to your voice, and really mold a talk so that you know how it happens, what you need to do, and the next steps to make it and execute to get more sales, growth, and clients. That speaks to you. Click on the link below, and I look forward to having a one-on-one chat and sharing how that can happen for you. Talk soon, guys.